milk by itself was very pure. Nobody had this concept of lactose intolerance and all these things. I don't remember in my initial days I'd heard about it. How can you have a problem drinking milk? But unfortunately, with the advent of Kali Yuga, people have started having a problem even with milk. And the new term is, hey, Karthik, this is called lactose intolerance. Okay, fantastic. We know the Kali Yuga has started, right? Because the milk itself is being contaminated, and a person is not able to accept milk in the body itself. So there is a Chandra dosha to that level. The second house is what we will talk about, which is called as the Dhana Bhava. Dhana, loosely we can say, is wealth. Okay, but what is wealth when the rishis wrote about it? So second house is also your Kutumba Bhava. Okay, it is associated with your lineage, it is associated with your Gotra. A lot of people might be aware about their Gotra, like I am Gautam Gotra. A lot of people, my Gurudev is Atri Gotra. A lot of you might be different Gotra. And sometimes when you don't know what is your lineage, then you pick up the lineage of Saturn and Surya, which is Kashyapa. So while you do a puja, you must have all seen the Pandit will always ask you that, hey, what is the Gotra? Or even if you outsource your pujas to somebody else, that person should always ask you that, hey, what is your Gotra? Without which your pujas can never be done. So what I mean to say is when the rishis wrote that the second house is your Dhanabhava, the important thing is that your family is your wealth, the food is your wealth. And in olden days, if you read Mahabharata or any of the Krishna Leelas, why was Sri Krishna and his family considered very rich in Gokul? Because they had lot of cows, or what we call it as Pashudhana or cattle wealth. So in those days, your cattle or the amount of cow you have, or the amount of milk you can produce, or the amount of food that is there in your house was the barometer of how wealthy you are, or how well you are connected with your family. Are you all living together? Do you all have dinner together? It is more like a Suraj Badjatiya film, right? Where he is actually making you understand that this second house of wealth is actually family staying together. Hum saath saath hai types. You know, Vasudeva Kutumbakam. The whole world is my family. And that is the second house. We as astrologers, frankly, have made that into very sort of a house where we only see money. No, this is the higher concept of wealth. Your profits and losses and pure sort of a money we can look from 11th house also. That is the house of gains. But second house of wealth is much more than pure, $50,000 in the account, or $10 in account. It is beyond that. There are many poor people who are very rich, because they have a bigger ability to give rather than a lot of rich people who can't even give a donation of $100. Okay, so it is very important. Here I put as food, because it is very important, because second house, as per the body parts, it is associated with your mouth. Yeah, we talked about Lagna broadly as our intelligence. Okay, and hence that your head part of it, or the top part of it, or generally your face at a very high level, is associated with your name, fame. But when we break it down, the second house of food, speech, hence everything is associated with the second house. For somebody who is a speaker, or somebody who's a TEDx speaker, or somebody who has a career associated with speaking profession, has to have a, a good Mercury or a good conjunction of second from Mercury happening for other people to actually like your voice. This is one compliment I have received so many times, that Karthik, we love listening to when you talk. Why does that happen? Because I have Mercury in the second house, which is the house of speech. And then, second from Mercury, I've got my Atmakaraka and Chandra associated with it. So, Chandra is all about a very smooth, soothing, calming voice, right? So, people, when they speak or when they listen to me, they feel that, hey, this guy has a very soothing voice, very calm voice. And to that level, I have an Atmakaraka association as well. So to that level, I have an ability to influence a lot of people as well. So likewise, I want you to understand simple rules of houses and try and apply in the charts that you see. Currently I would advise that, let's say Shri Ram, let's say Shri Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Swami Vivekananda, those spiritual charts is something that you need to start looking at. But probably at the end of the week I'll give you more charts to work on. I'll give one of the days I'll sort of list out all those charts, give you, so you can draw it and keep it with you. So whenever you are learning, you can, when you are making your notes, you can also attach to those horoscopes, write down your own references, which I used to do while I started learning Jyotish. Okay, so that is very important. It is also a house associated with kutumba or family, as I said, your lineage. And if you don't know your lineage, then there is a specific way to find out, but generally you can say Kashyapa Gotra. So let's say if you are somebody who doesn't know and tomorrow you are going to do a Rudra Abhishek, then if the Panditji asks what is your Gotra, you don't know, then you can say my Gotra is Kashyapa. And that Kashyap Gotra is associated with Shani. And we say that, we are all born because of Shani, because of our sins. So we take the Gotra of Shani as our birth Gotra. Okay, that is very important. It is also speech, and it's a very important house for marketing also. Okay, you have to always understand that a good marketeer is somebody who can speak. If he can't speak, then frankly speaking, why is he into marketing? Okay, so that external influence, the ability to sort of talk to a client is very important. And if you don't have a planet there, that doesn't mean that you can't speak. It only means that you have to focus on the second lord. Okay, and aspects on the second house. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, the Karaka house is Jupiter. We are going to talk about it in length later on, so I'm not going to sort of talk about it, but it is important to understand that it is also a Maraka house. Maraka means a house which can inflict death. Okay, and why do people generally die? All the doctors in the forum will accept that the problem is our food habits, right? In olden days, we always think of our olden days, right? That we used to eat so much of it. Hey, I used to have a lot of sweets, I used to have a lot of ghee, I used to eat so much, but I used to never put on weight. So what has happened is, over the period of time, probably the quality of food has deteriorated. The same ghee which was very very, very pure is no longer pure. The ways we are making the milk is now completely wrong. And there is so much of enzyme, so much of injections they give to the cow, and the whole process is so painful even for the cows, that sometimes you feel that even consuming milk is, I don't know, in today's time unsafe. Because purely because there are so many external factors. The more and more the factory started, the more and more they add an additional vitamin D, additional vitamin this, vitamin that. Milk by itself was very pure. Nobody had this concept of lactose intolerance and all these things. I don't remember in my initial days I had heard about it. How can you have a problem drinking milk? But unfortunately, with the advent of Kali Yuga, people have started having a problem even with milk. And the new term is, hey, Karthik, this is called lactose intolerance. Okay, fantastic. We know the Kali Yuga has started, right? Because the milk itself is being contaminated, and a person is not able to accept milk in the body itself. So there is a Chandra dosha to that level, we can say, right? So you can start thinking in those terms. Okay, so it is very important, and it is also an ultimate giver of your wealth, which is the Dhanakaraka. And as I told you, the whole concept of your family being your wealth, the whole concept of food being wealth. Okay, see, lot of times, and more importantly, health, because you ultimately die because of wrong consumption of food, right? You eat everything out of fridge, you put on weight. Once you put on weight, then you put on diabetes. You eat those cakes which are on the shelf for a week, 10 days, with tons and tons of sugar. You have that with a, probably Coke, etc. And then another 1 kg of sugar into it. Finally you end up having diabetes, and then you want to have a little bit of burger, you want burger with fried things, and then you have your cholesterol. So everything starts from the second house, and hence we say that, hey, if we can have a good sort of a sattvic bhojana, or if we can have food which is sort of organic or something which is very pure, or if we can control our food habits, then to that level our longevity is going to increase, or at least to whatever level we are going to live, we are going to be fine. So isn't that itself wealth? In today's time especially, everybody is going to agree that your health is wealth, right? So like that, I want you all to think a little more in terms of how can we drill down this concept even further. Okay, and you can write down 50 other things related to it, sort of professions related to second house. You can start writing professions related to lagna, professions related to the second house, that is the professions from the houses. Then you can write professions related to the planets as well, professions related to the sun, professions related to the moon, all those things. And so that is how you actually grow, right? You need to grow over a period of time, and you need to put a little pressure on the brain, so it is expanding every day. Okay. Hello beautiful souls, and thank you so much for visiting my channel. As you see, it is a Vedic astrology channel, but at the same time the delivery is very modern. The only reason is I come from a background which is a very logical background, and myself being an engineer and having worked with corporates, I truly understand that in today's time we don't need to preach, but we need to give a knowledge which is tangible and at the same time applicable in today's fast and modern age. We churn out a content which is of great use, and more importantly, something that can benefit you in your day-to-day decision making. To ensure you don't miss out on those content, ensure to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon, so whenever we premiere a video or whenever there is a special webinar which is happening, you'll be the first ones to know. Look forward, and this is a journey which we all have to together ensure that we do well. So do subscribe to the channel, and there are links below to ensure that you can stay in touch with us via our social media platforms as well. I highly encourage you to look at our other videos, especially the various conferences we have done, to get a knack of the level at which we teach and learn.